Hi, this is Mike Goldberg, voice of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, and you're watching MMABay.co.uk. Stay right here.
Okay, this is Michael Pepper for MMABay.co.uk in association with FightDentist.com with UFC commentator Mike Goldberg. Nice to meet you, Mike.
Michael, nice to meet you.
Okay, so UFC 95 around the corner. You're obviously here in London, England. How are you feeling about the event?
Well, it's great to be back, first of all. I mean, I love coming over here to the UK. Now that I'm adjusted, I think yesterday was a wash. I think it's about midnight right now. I'm not sure in my body, but it's just great, and I think it's going to be really interesting to see Diego Sanchez at 155. I mean, when you look at the history of the Ultimate Fighters, you know, Diego won at 185. Then he had a great run of success at 170. Now he's going to meet a guy who won at 170, who's now fighting 155 in the Ultimate Fighter, and that's Joe Daddy Stevenson. And so to add Diego to an already very talented and deep lightweight division is, I think, is going to be a very, very exciting fight.
Okay, what do you think about UK prospect Dan Hardy in the co-main event tonight?
You know, I'm interested to see how much more relaxed and how much more Dan's able to engage. I mean, fighting somebody like Rory Markham, I think, fits into what Dan wants to do, and that's get out there and slug and showcase his great striking skills. I mean, Dan's got all the talent. He's trained hard. He realizes by watching fellow countryman Michael Bisping what it takes both in and out of the cage, in and out of training, what it takes to really become a champion. And Dan's a young kid. And so what I hope to see is that Dan's continued growth. I mean, Dan would be the first to admit that he's not ready to be a world champion now, but as he continues to mature, as he continues to progress, and continues to be comfortable inside the octagon. I mean, there was a ton of pressure on him in Ireland. A ton of pressure, and so as they continue to grow, pardon me, when he fought back here in the UK, as he continues to grow and mature and really opens up and fights his game, which we might see some against Rory, that's when I think we're going to see the true Dan Hardy that most of the people back here really know about.
Okay, you've been involved with the UFC and the sport for a number of years now. How excited are you with the evolution of the sport, where it is today?
You know, I was just saying to a good buddy of mine, Apollo Sebastian from Fairtex Muay Thai, who's going to be in the corner of Diego Sanchez, I said, who would have thought? You know, I mean, we were counting on the plane yesterday. This is the 8th time we've been back here in the UK since our first return in Manchester, which was 6 years removed from the Rumble at the Royal Albert Hall. And so it just amazes me. I mean, it's flattering, it's humbling, and to sit here and speak to you, Michael, and look across the street and see the O2 and know that Big Ben's over there and, you know, the House of Parliament, and we're just scratching the surface now. It's pretty overwhelming. I would have never thought it would have reached this point, but now that we have reached this point, I think we've only started to scratch the surface.
Okay, and UFC 100 just around the corner. Got to be excited about that.
Well, you know, it's funny. I was just blessed with calling my 100th show because, of course, the Spike shows and the Ultimate finales, and I came on in 1997. But UFC 100 it's going to be a magical weekend. It's going to be a magical week, I'm sure. I don't know exactly what the plans are. It's obviously scheduled for July. You know, who knows? It might just be a great old card with a big old party in Vegas, or they might just pull out all the stops and surprise all of us. Who knows if we'll be in Madison Square Garden, if we'll be in Greece, if we'll be at the O2. You know, I just think when you look at it, it's the culmination of a lot of people's beliefs. And it's the culmination of a lot of people saying that this sport was dead, all the way back to the old ownership in SEG. I came into every show, Michael, during many days, and they said, Mike, this is the last show, so enjoy it. And then we got one more, and then the Fertittas bought the company with Dana White, and then, all right, we're going to make it, or are we not? And so now to see the celebration that will be UFC 100, and know that we're going to hit 200 and 300 and 400 and 500, we made it through the tough times, and now the sky's the limit.
Okay. Have you got any websites or anything you want to plug?
No websites, just UFC.com. I mean, I just really think that the fans here in Britain and the fans here overseas are amazing. I've had such a great reception from the fans. They're always polite. They always want to say hello, and we greatly appreciate it. We appreciate all the support. We have a little fun, and you know, we tend to hit the pubs while we're here as well. So we're going to live like Brits for a few days and then head back home and get ready for the next one in Columbus.
Okay. Thanks for joining me.
Anytime, Michael.
This has been Michael Pepper for MMABay.co.uk in association with Fight Dentist with Mike Goldberg. Thanks a lot.